There's so many cards in this game. Like, there's so many cards. There's so many cards in this game. Like, are there this many birds even in the world? Don't answer the question. I know the answer is no. What's up, everybody? My name is Nick. Oh, that's right. Mike's not here. Mike's usually here. Mike's actually on paternity leave. If you didn't know, Mike and his wife just had a baby. Congratulations to Mike. First baby, very, very exciting. So we're going to be doing some solo game houses. This is actually something that we were planning on doing for a while now. And this was kind of the perfect opportunity to start trying it out. So today I'm going to be playing Wingspan solo, and we're going to be playing it with the European expansion and the Oceanic expansion, but it's pretty much normal solo stuff. So again, this is going to be kind of taking the place of our series called You Can Solo That, which is a series we used to do back in the day. And people really liked that series and been asked us to bring it back. And we've kind of been wanting to bring it back but in a different way. And we wanted to do it like this and basically do solo game houses. So normally, You Can Solo That, it would be a teach of the game and just the solo game, not the entire game, and then a review of it. In this case, what we're going to do is we're going to teach the solo game, and then we're just going to play through it. I might give a little bit of a review at the end, maybe something like that. But nonetheless, it's going to be kind of a teach and then a playthrough of it. And we're going to play through Wingspan. I really like Wingspan. I like the solo version last time I checked, at least. And so I really want to try it. So we're going to try out Wingspan. And this is going to be You Can Solo That. We're going to do some solo game houses without Mike. So let's get this game down to the table and teach you how to play just the solo version of Wingspan.
Okay, let's go over what's different in the setup for the solo game, and note that we will be playing with both the European expansion and the Oceanic expansion. I will put the various box covers up here in the corner as I'm teaching, that way you can always know if what I'm explaining is from the base game or one of the expansions. Before you start, make sure to decide if you're playing an easy, normal, or hard game. Your setup is exactly the same as in a normal game. You will take the 11 Automa cards and shuffle them. If you want a harder game, you can shuffle in this Automabon card. If you're playing with the Oceanic expansions, shuffle in the Rautama card. By the way, the Rau part stands for the Royal Australasian Ornithologists Union. Place the Automa deck next to the round tracker card. Make sure that round 1 is face up and on the left side of the card. Give the Automa player cubes, or in this case birds, of an unused color. The Automa will gain 1 bonus card, though note it must be a card with a percentage at the bottom. Draw from the deck until you find one. Or you may use one of the 2 Automa specific bonus cards. Place all 6 end round scoring cards with round 1 facing up next to the green sided round end goal card. Take the Spent Nectar card and place nectar on each habitat box based on the difficulty you're choosing for this game, 3 for easy, 4 for normal, and 5 for hard. Then place the Adjust Spent Nectar card next to this. You will always be the first player, and that concludes the setup. In the solo game, your gameplay is exactly the same. After your turn, the Automa will take her turn. To take her turn, you will flip over the top Automa card and place it on the right side of the current round tracker card. The Automa card will line up with the blue area on this card. This will indicate which action the Automa will take. Let's go over her actions. If she gets the draw card symbol, you will discard the 3 cards from the bird tray, and then she will gain the top card from the deck and place it in her area face down. Her face down cards will be worth 3, 4, or 5 points at the end of the game, depending on which difficulty you're playing on. If she activates the Play a Bird symbol, she will gain birds from the tray based on her bonus card. She will take all birds off the tray that meet her bonus card's requirement. She will then keep the highest point value one and discard the others. For example, if her bonus was birds that can only eat mice, she would take both of these cards, keep this one because it's worth more, and discard the other. The cards she keeps will go into a face-up pile next to her face-down birds. These will be worth the points on them at the end of the game. If there are no birds that meet her bonus card's criteria in the tray, she will gain a face-down card instead. If the Automa card shows eggs, she will gain that many eggs. And lastly, if she shows the gain food icon, she will remove food dice from the bird feeder based on the key beneath the symbol. Note that the Automa does not gain any food in the game, and if she ever would, she simply gains nothing. When she's taken dice from the bird feeder, if all dice in the feeder show the same symbol, she will reset the feeder and re-roll all the dice. Then she will take out all the dice that show the first symbol on the key on her Automa card. If there are no dice showing this first symbol, she will remove all the dice of the second symbol instead. If there are none of these, she will move on to the third symbol, and so on. Note that when playing with the nectar dice, the berry and wheat symbols will remove the berry/nectar and wheat/nectar dice. That is all the main actions, but some of the actions also have these cubes on the right side of them. If this symbol is shown, you will place a cube of the Automa's color on the end round goal card. If it shows the cube with an X, you will take one cube away from the end round goal card. And lastly, if her card shows an activate all pink powers symbol, you will activate all of your birds with pink banners. Once you and the Automa have taken all of your turns for that round, you will move on to the round end goals. You will calculate your round end goal score in the normal way. The Automa, however, will get a base score and will add any cubes she has on her round end goal card to that base score. For example, if the goal was total birds and it was the second round, you would find that goal on the correct round card, and you would find the Automa's base score. You will then add any cubes she has to this base score, in this case 2. This is her score, and you will compare her score to yours to determine who gets what place on the round end goal scoring. Note that if you have the no goal end of round goal, the Automa will gain 1 nectar in each habitat box on her spent nectar collection card. And speaking of that card, at the end of the round after scoring, you will update this card. You will flip over an Automa card and line it up on the Adjust Spent Nectar card so that the blue cube icons line up with the habitats. If there is a cube in that habitat, add 1 nectar to it on her Spent Nectar card. If there's a cube with an X, remove a nectar from that habitat. If there's nothing, do nothing. After you adjust this, flip over a second Automa card and repeat this process. You will do this twice at the end of every round. You will then find the card that says remove after the first, second, or third round, depending on what round you're in, and you will remove it from the Automa deck. Then shuffle her deck, flip the current round card to the round you're going into, do the normal end of round cleanup, and start a new round. At the end of the 4th round, score the round end goal, adjust her Spent Nectar card, and then move to endgame scoring. You will score your game in the normal way. Note that the Automa does not score her bonus card. This is strictly there to determine which birds she gains during the game. The Automa will first gain points from her end of round scoring placements. She will then gain the points from all of her face-up birds. Note that if she happens to have any birds with endgame powers, these are ignored. She will then gain either 3, 4, or 5 points for her face-down cards based on the difficulty you're playing, and she will gain 1 point for every egg she collected. And then she will gain points for where she placed in the Spent Nectar competition with you. Calculate her score and compare it to yours, and the player with the highest score wins. I just want to mention some other quick things that come up with the 2 expansions. If any birds allow you to steal something, you will check to see if the Automa has any cubes on her end round goal scoring card. If she does, you steal successfully, but you steal it from the supply. If you have any teal card abilities that require you to check something of another player's, the Automa is considered to have the amount of the thing you're checking equal to how many cubes are on her end of round scoring card at that moment. For example, the Dunnock allows you to lay eggs equal to how many action cubes the player has on their grasslands habitat. You would then check to see how many cubes the Automa has on her scoring card, in this case 3, so you would lay 3 eggs. When you would need to check if another player has something in their supply, if the Automa has a cube on her scoring card, she is considered to have that thing. When you may copy a brown power of another player's bird, you will instead copy a brown power of a bird in the tray if there is one. The last thing I'll mention is that in my game here, I'm going to be playing with an optional variant called the Automa's Horde. Many of the birds allow all players to gain something when activated or for you to give something to other players. Normally the Automa never gains anything other than eggs, but with these cards you can choose for her to have a horde. Her horde is just food tokens. When a bird would give her food, she takes a food, or if she would get to choose a die from the feeder, she also gains a food. If she were to gain nectar or a card, she gains 2 food, and if she were to gain an egg, she gains 3 food to her horde. At the end of the game, she will gain 1 egg for every 5, 4, or 3 food in her horde, depending on your difficulty. So if you were playing on normal and she had 16 food in her horde, she would gain 4 eggs and subsequently 4 points at the end of the game. And that is how you solo Wingspan with the expansions.
Okay, before we start, I'm going to talk about some of the upgraded stuff because we actually have a pretty blinged out version of Wingspan, so I'm just going to talk about it just in case anyone has questions. So these upgraded bits and this little first player bird marker thingy are from Board Game Geek. You can go to the Geek shop. This 3D printed bird feeder here was sent to us by someone. It's a very, very cool thing. Thank you again for sending us that. So that was sent to us by someone. And then these player pieces are actually a 3D printed little chess set that we made much, much, much smaller to make them work for this. We actually did a video on that when we used to do videos about 3D printing and board games. Follow the card up there if you want to go watch that video. So that is the upgraded stuff for this, just in case you were curious, just want to get it out of the way right away. Okay, so let's go ahead and start. Oh, we need to put we're going to play on normal difficulty, which means the Automa is going to get 4 points for face down cards, and they're going to start here with 4 on each of these. Oops. Oop. Blam. And blam. Okay. So, blam. Alrighty, and then these 2 trays right here, which are empty, are going to hold the Automa's eggs and then their hoard, because we are playing with the Automa hoard, which is from the Oceania expansion, and so that's what these are going to be here for. They're going to hold those just so they have somewhere to go. So that's what these empty little bit bowls are for. Okie dokie. So, let's go ahead and go. I am first, as you were always first in this. Oh, you know what I need to do is I need to get my starting hand of cards, and I need to get my food. Okay, I decided to skip ahead until I got my starting cards, my starting food, and everything like that, because I forgot to do that before I started filming here. Okay, so now I got my 3 cards. I kept 2 food and 3 cards, and we start off with 1 nectar. Okay, now we can go ahead and start. I think I'm going to go ahead and play a burb right here. And I'll play this chirping sparrow into the forest right here. You can go to the forest or the grasslands. And I can pay with 1 worm, or 1 wheat. I think I'm going to pay with 1 nectar, though, because then I can use that nectar and put it right there, and then hopefully beat out the Automa with the nectar. And this card right here is when it gets activated, I will lay an egg on any 1 bird. So maybe get some egg economy going here. Okay, so now the Automa's going to go. We're in round 1. So the Automa is going to get rid of some food. They're going to get rid of all the mice. Boom, bye. Okay, and then activate all pink powers, although we don't have any pink powers. So we don't have to worry about that. Okay, so now it's back over to me. All right, so what to do now? I can put in 1 of these. Yeah, let's go ahead. Let's play another burb. And we're going to put this burb down here into the water. We got a ruddy duck. Hey there, ruddy duck. And so this one is when activated, I'll draw 2 cards. If I do, discard 1 card from my hand at the end of my turn. And then again, this goes into the wetlands, which are about drawing cards. So this duck allows me to draw more cards. It's got a cool blue bill. I like that. Very, very cool. And I can pay for that either with a verm or a wheat. Let's go ahead and do a verm. Now let's go ahead and do a wheat. Ooh, and so my bonus card, by the way, too, is birds with colors in their names. That made me think of that because I was like, I wonder if they're considering ruddy a color, because ruddy isn't really a color, but it's like an adjective of a color, and it turns out it is. Ruddy does count, so we are on our way to doing our end of round goal, which I feel like in this game I get too fixated on often. I get a little bit too fixated on our end of round goals, and so I want to try and make sure I don't do that, because they're never worth that much points. But, you know, I digress. Okay, so now the Automa goes again. Ooh, they're going to get a bird. Okay, so their end of round bonus card, which won't count for points, but again, it's going to dictate what cards they get, is birds that eat fish. So they're going to take out all birds that eat fish and then keep the highest value one. Right now, there's only this one, this double-crested cormorant eats fish. So boop, this one is going to go face up for them right there. They'll have a face up deck, which is worth the points shown. The face down deck, which are going to be worth 4. Okay, and that's all they do. So we're going to bring out a new card. Ooh, a round end card, a hooded crow. Yes, the hooded crow, my favorite bird. Okay. What's our end of round goal? Our end of round goal this one is birds with beaks pointing to the left. And I have put in 2 birds with beaks pointing to the right. I'm good at this game. You know that now. Get wrecked. Okay. So what to do now? I feel like I should get some food. So let's go ahead and get some food. So we're going to go here. We could pay a food to reset the bird feeder, but I don't think I'm going to. So we can get 2 food. Let's go ahead and get boom, boom, blam, blam. Let's get these 2, and let's get 2 more nectar. Nectar. And then this bird's gonna go boop onto this chirping sparrow, which is gonna lay 1 egg on any bird. I guess it doesn't really matter right now. So boom, chirping sparrow, you get a little egg. Blam. Okay, so that is great. Automaton. Ooh, so this one is a more bird feeder, getting rid of the mice. There are no mice, so then if there's any fish, which is next, they will be getting rid of a fish. So they're going to get rid of that then. Okay. And then they're, ooh, I didn't miss that, did I? I did not. Okay. So now also they're going to get one of their player pieces on this goal right here, which just increases their goal. I think they're going to win it because, yeah, I got 0 right now. I think they're going to win that one, but hey, what are you going to do? We're fine. Everything's fine. Okay, so now we have some food. I do kind of want to put this burb into play, but this is I have an end of game bird, so I don't need to do it like right now. I just would like to get it at some point. So I think what we'll do is we'll go ahead and draw some curds. So there's a painted bunting, which is just worth points, although I can get some bonus cards. Round end, choose 1 other player for each action cube on their... I'll have to see how that works, actually. I'll have to remember that one. But so that one, then give nectar from the supply to another player if you do. Interesting. Let's go ahead. Let's gain this hooded crow. And I'll just draw at the top of the deck for the other one. And then we'll go here and go to this ruddy duck. So we'll draw 2. If we do, we'll discard 1 card from our hand. So let's go ahead and take a gander at the cards. Okay. All right, we'll just get rid of this one. Okay. And then at the end of my round, we'll go ahead and do this. I'm going to quick check that rule. Okay, now I remember. Okay, we're good. Boop. Okay, so now we're going to play a card. I am going to, I think, let's go ahead and let's play, ooh, that's not that one. Let's play a burb. Ooh, no, we need to do Automa first, don't we? We do need Automa first. We did 3 rounds. We've done 4 turns. They've done 3. So boom. All right, they're going to play a bird. So any bird that eats fish, there's still only 1. So they're just going to go ahead and get this Franklin's gill. Franklin's gull, not gill. That makes no sense. They're not fish. Okay. Okay, so that's the odd one. Now we're going to go ahead and play a curd into the grasslands. Ooh, I think we're going to play this hooded crow. So this hooded crow is going to cost 1 verm and then 2 of anything. We're going to go ahead and use 2 nectar, which will go right there. So this one's round end. Choose 1 other player for each action cube on their grasslands. Tuck 1 card from your hand behind this bird, then draw an equal number of cards. Okay, cool. So basically what you have to do is you look at how many action cubes, in this case swans, they have over here.
Stop looking at me, Swan!
Okay, so let's move this one here. And then the Automa will go. All right, and they're going to lay an egg, which means they're just going to get an egg. Boop. Oops. Oh, gosh. In their egg holder right there. Okay. So now, we do have now 1 bird with a beak pointed to the left. That's good. At least we'll get something for that. I have no food at all. So we probably should get some food. So let's do that. We're going to go ahead and get some food here. Blam. We're going to go ahead and take this one because it can give us a nectar. Now, nectar, again, you lose at the end of your turn, at the end of the round rather. So if you have any leftover nectar, you don't get to keep it. So we don't want to like just get it for no reason. And then we'll roll these out because they were full. Okay. Okay. What of these do I want to put into, I think? Okay. Oosh. Let's go ahead. Should I just get 2 more nectar and just like really try and let's do this. Let's get a worm and then we'll get 1 more nectar. Okay. Boom and boom. Okay. And the Ultima, what's she gonna do? Okay, so she's gonna grab birds. So when this happens, all 3 birds are gonna get discarded from here, and then she's just gonna get, boom, a face down bird. And this bird face down is just gonna be worth 4 points at the end of the game. That's just it. Nothing else. That's it. So we go boom, boom, and boom. Okay. And then we're actually gonna take a cube off of the end of round goal, which is this symbol right here, which is great. I actually remember, I forgot to do this. Boop, over here. So I'm going to lay an egg. I forgot to do that. Let's just put it, it doesn't really matter right now, so let's put it right there. Okay. Now we have some sturf. Ooh, that's cool. So let's go ahead and, yeah, let's go ahead and put out another bird. We're going to spend an egg this time. We're going to put out a Thickla's Lark right here. We're going to spend a worm, and then we'll spend 2 more nectar, which is great. And this one is when activated, you can discard 1 wheat from our supply, and we lay 2 eggs on this bird, which is pretty cool. Oh, this bird can't take too many eggs, so it's not like crazy powerful, but it's a good place to, if we need to spend eggs, we should spend them off of this bird. That way we can constantly put them on. Okay, so here we're going to get that bird back over there, and we're going to lay another egg. Okay. Okay, so last one of this round. I don't know if we should just like get some more food for next round, or maybe draw some cards for next round. We can't keep any nectar, so there's no point in us getting nectar right now. Let's go ahead and let's get some food. Let's get a berry in this case. And then I don't really care about either of those, but let's go ahead and get a fish. Fish. Okay. And then we will lay an egg on a bird, and we'll just put on this one. Okay. So that's great. Last one for the Ultima here. They're going to get rid of food. They're going to get rid of, actually there's only 1 thing in here, so they're going to reroll the whole thing. They kind of do the same thing where if there's only 1 in there, they'll reroll everything. And then now they're going to get rid of both of these. Boom. Okay. There we go. And then activate any pink powers. I don't have any pink powers. Okay. So at the end of the round, we're going to go into the end of round goal scoring. Beaks pointing to the left. So in this case, what we're going to be doing is we're going to be looking at their end of round goal cards, and we're going to see what they have. So Beaks point to the left. Their base is 0, and they have 1, and actually I have 1. So we are going to tie for first place, which is actually quite good. I was not expecting to tie for first place. That's rad. Okay. So the next one is brown powers. So let's just take a gander. What are they going to have for a baseline of brown powers? They're going to have 2. And we already have 3. So we're sitting pretty good on that one, actually, which is pretty nice. And they're not actually going to score points for this. They're just going to kind of get in our way. Okay, so we're going to get rid of all these cards and refresh that at the end of the round. Okay. And then I actually should have done this before we scored. It won't matter, but so choose one other player. For each action cube on their grasslands, I can tuck one card from my hand behind this bird and then draw an equal number of cards. Now, they did have one, so basically they have one in that situation. And so we're good. So we could tuck one card. I kind of like both of these, but I think I'm going to do this one because it's kind of hard to put into play. So we're going to tuck this hermit thrush behind the hooded crow. I don't know why I'm doing that weird voice and accent this entire time, but it is. That's how I assume ornithologists sound. Yes, look at this hooded crow. I don't know why. It's probably, I'm sorry. Ornithologists out there, I'm very sorry. Okay, so the next end of round goal we have to do, and this one has to do with the oceanic expansion, is we have to sometimes increase or decrease the amount of nectar. So we're going to do this twice. We're going to line this up right here. And that means there's going to get one added, if it's just a blue cube, one gets added, boom, here, one gets taken away from this one and then added there. Okay, and then we're going to do that again. And we're going to, excuse me, take one away from here and then add it here. So we kind of undid everything that we did the first time. Okay, and then there's one card for each that gets removed at the end of each round. Where is it? Here it is. Remove after round one. Bye. Okay, so that card is out. As Heidi Klum would say, 1 minute you're in, the next minute you're out. Boom. Okay, second round here. Okay. Sorry, they did not get that many burbs, which is kind of surprising. We're going to flip this around to round 2. They did not get that many burbs. They got one face down, 2 face up. And the face up ones were not like super strong. They're both worth 3 points. So it's all right. I'll take that. I'll take that. Shuffle this Automa deck. Okay. And then again, I am still first player. I probably should draw some cards. I only have one card. Oh, interesting. Okay, I'm going to do, yeah, I am going to draw some cards. I'm going to get 2. I'm going to get this common little bittern. Oops, excuse me. And then I'm going to draw a card off the top of the deck, and then I will activate my Ruddy Duck. I can draw 2 cards, and if I do, I discard 1 card from my hand. Okay, so that's pretty, excuse me, sir. Don't worry about it. Okay. Okay, that's one of those. Oh, interesting. Okay. Let's get rid of you. So sorry. Okay, cool. Wonderful, 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 wonderful. All right, and then what is this Automa going to do? So now we're doing round 2 stuff. So they're going to get 2 eggs. Okay, they've been laying some eggs. I'll give them that. Blam. Okay, so they just did that, and we're also going to take a cube off of here, but they don't have any cubes up there, so there's nothing to take off, so we just ignore that part. So now it's me. Let's go ahead and get some food, because I don't have any food. Okay, so what do we need? I guess we're going to get 2 food. I guess let's just get 2 nectar, because nectar is good, and I can use it as basically anything, so that's great. Okay, and then we'll get to lay an egg on any burb. Let's go right here. And then blam. Okay, Automa time. Ooh, 2 more eggs. And we take another cube off there, but they don't have any cubes on there. We're getting all the ones we're taking cubes off there now, and that's not useful. I don't need that now. Okay. Okay, so can I put this in play? I can't. Man. This is kind of a bummer, actually. You know what I'm going to do? I'm actually going to get some more food. I'm going to get some more food. I'm going to re-roll all these because there's only a mouse in there, and I don't need any mice. What I need is not a bunch more mice. Gosh, that was a mouse. Gosh, not a bunch more mice. Well, I can get 2 more, so I guess I'll just take 2 more nectar because they can kind of be whatever I want, and that's actually a good thing. Yeah, rough stuff. Okay, and then I can do another egg on any burb, but let's do it on Fecula's Lock at this point. All right. So 2 more eggs. Gosh. Gersh. That is a lot of egg points. Wow. And then now they put out a silly little burb. Okay. All right, so now what we're going to do is we are going to play a burb. And we're going to play this red crossbill right here. And it's going to be 2 wheat. We're just going to use 2 nectar. Blam. And we have to get rid of a egg to do so. Let's get rid of this one here. And this one is all players gain 1 wheat or 1 grain or whatever it is from the supply. So when that happens, that's when we'll start putting stuff into the Automa, into her hoard, because that's kind of where they deal with the whole, hey, everyone's supposed to get this. You can choose not to play with the hoard, but we're going to go ahead and play with it because why not? All right, let's refill this, which I forgot to do because I'm bad at this game. Okay, cool. So now what we've done 4. They've only done 3. So it is Ultima's 10. Okay, so they're going to get rid of some food. They're going to get rid of berries, then mice. So they're going to get rid of the mice because there was no berries. And there's only worms now. Okay. I'm going to play another burb. And I wish I had played this before this one, but hey, what are you going to do? I'm going to have to get rid of another egg. And I'm going to play this Horned Lark. So this Horned Lark is a pink ability. Pink abilities happen usually when someone else triggers something. So on the Automa cards, you can see right here, it says activate all pink abilities. So basically, the Automa will trigger your pink abilities on those cards. So I kind of wish I'd played this one, then this one, because then I could have triggered this one. But this one is where when another player plays a Grassland Burst, or when the Automa tells us to, we can tuck a card from our hand behind this burb, which is great. Okay, so that's going to go boop, 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 boop. Okay, so now we're going to get rid of more food. We're going to get rid of, actually we're going to roll this whole thing because there's only 1 kind of food in there. And then any worms, because there's any worms. Oh no, sorry, it's going to be any, no, I was right, sorry. Any worms, boop, out of there. And then now we're going to activate our pink ability. So we can put a card behind this one. I'm not really doing this endgame card, so I think I'm going to get rid of it at this point because I just haven't really gotten anything that's going to work with it, so I don't think it's going to be worth many points. So let's go ahead and tuck it, and then it's gone. Okay, cool. Wonderful. Okay, so we've done 6 actions. The Automa has done... Oh, no, we've done 5. They've done 5. Okay, cool, perfect. Okay, so now it's us again. I do want to use this nectar because it's going to go away if we don't. So I'm going to go ahead and play a burb. It's going to cost us an egg. I'm going to play this common little bittern into the water. We're going to put those, we're going to use 2 nectar because why not? And they're going to go here. And so this one is, we can gain 1 face-up card that can live in the grasslands whenever we activate it, which is pretty cool. And yeah, okay, so that's going to be this one right here. So now they're going to gain more food, and they're going to gain all the ones with the berries. In this case, the berry/nectar. They will get all of those out of there. Oof, that's not great. Although it's not horrible because it's the end of the round anyway, basically. And that's not going to hurt us. I did not miss any cubes, did I? No, I didn't. Okay, and they're going to put out another... Swan out here, which is not great, honestly. I think we still are ahead, but that's not kind of great. Okay, I have no cards, so I should probably get cards, right? So let's go ahead and do this. We're going to get cards. Do I want any? Ooh, let's get this Carolina Wren, and then let's go ahead and get this, another card blindly. Because then when we go here, this common little bittern. So I gain 1 face-up card that can live in the grasslands, and this one can, so I can grab this card. And then now I can draw 2 more cards, and then I will have to discard a card. Okay, so this one does nothing, but it's worth a lot of points. Tuck card, I have a lot of cards that kind of require me to tuck cards, and I'm getting a little worried that I'm not going to be able to do so. Let's get rid of this one. Okay. Okay. Boom. All right, and what's the Ottoman going to do for their last turn here? They are going to get a... Oh, these are going to kind of come out, and they're going to immediately go away. Bye! Because the Anima is getting another face-down burb. Man, they did not get any new birds this turn. Wow. Okay, that's pretty wild. And then they'll get another... Oh, man, I think they're going to tie us now there. Bummer. Gosh, they did so many of those. Okay. Okay, so now it's the end of round goal, so I'll do my round end here. Choose one other player for each action cube on... In this case, it's going to be up here. I can tuck a card behind this bird. Ooh... I could do that. Yes, let's do this and this. We're not going to do 3, although we could do 3. No, let's not do 3. Let's just do 2. But that's great. And then I can draw an equal number of burb cards. So we'll get to draw 2 more cards. That's actually, I like that ability a lot. That's great. Okay. Okie dokie. So that's that, and then we're going to do end of round Skurin. So let's see what their base is. They're getting, I think their base is 2 for round 2 here. Excuse me. Their base is 2. So they have, essentially, they have a base of 2, and then they have 3 more cubes here, Svans. So they have 5 brown powers, and I have 5, which means we tied again, which is not great. I really wanted to win that one. Dang it, that's not grand. I mean, I guess here's the thing. I guess it's not horrible because they don't score points for this. So as long as I'm tying, I suppose it's fine because they're not actually gaining points for this. Them being in first is just limiting how many points I'm getting, essentially. And so that's actually, I guess that's not bad. It just annoys me that I'm tying. I guess is what it comes down to. I'm just like, no, I want to win. I don't want to tie with this stupid Ottawa. Okay. So now we clear this, but I guess it's already cleared. So I guess I probably should have brought this back out and then cleared it. But we're just not going to do that. Who cares? And then we have to do this end of round thing for the Automa. And we're going to go ahead and see. Okay, so they don't get any more nectar, which is great. But they are going to get now 1 more in the water. I don't know if I'm winning really any of these, but especially... the water is rough at this point. Okay, and then we're going to take out the one that's out after round 2. Get out of here. I hate you. And then let's shuffle up these Utama cards. Boom. Round 3 now, fam. All right, round 3 of 4. I feel like we're doing some stuff. We have a decent amount of birds. Okay, so now the round 3, this one is going to be just food in our personal supply. So we want to end the round with essentially a ton of food, which is interesting. I don't think I've ever played with that goal before. Is it? Yeah, it's from the European expansion. That's interesting that I want to have a bunch of food but not have spent it. Okay, but now remember that when do we discard our... Okay, so you discard nectar before you score those. So if we have any nectar, that won't count. Okay, that's very, very clever, Elizabeth Hargrave. Very clever. Sir? Okay. Let's see. Let's get all our burbs back. Okay. Okay. What are we going to do now? So what cards do I have here? I do kind of want to do this one, and that one would actually be great. Okay, so let's go ahead and do this real quick. I also need to lay some... I haven't laid any eggs with actions. I've actually only done it with the eggs that I've gotten from this bird, which has actually been kind of tight. But I am going to use this last egg, blam, so I can put in this Carolina Wren. The Carolina Wren, which is a single male Carolina Wren, can sing nearly 3,000 times in a day. He's just like, ah, down with the sickness. I assume it's just disturbed. Okay, so when I play this card, I get to draw 2 cards, which is great. Just great. Ooh, caching stuff. I like you. Well, yeah, actually, I do like... Ooh, just a straight-up blue jay. How cute. I'm just going to draw one off the top of the deck. Eurasian sparrowhawk. Okay. Bye, Burb. What you doing, Automa? Okay, you are going to, first of all, re-roll everything in here, and then we are going to be taking fish, if you got it. Ooh, 1 fish. A lot of mice. Man, I have not been doing any mice, so that's not helpful. I will get to activate all my pink powers. So when another player plays, as I basically just get to do this, so I can tuck a card. Let's get rid of this one because I just drew this card randomly, and I don't think I'm going to put it in there. So I can do that. Boom, tuck a card behind that burb. A burb. Burb. A burb. 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 Okay, so what to do now? I think I should probably get some food because I have a decent amount of birds that I want to put into play. But I will need food, and I'm going to need eggs to do so as well. So I need to pay attention to that. So let's go here. We can get 2 food, and that is just a bunch of stuff, a bunch of crap that I don't need. So get this. I'm going to take a wheat, and then we're going to get all this. I've not been doing any like predator birds, which means I'm not needing mice right now. Your boy don't need no mice. Okay, that's better. Ooh, okay. So I can take 1 more. Let's go ahead and just take a nectar because we want to have nectar. And then I can get rid of a card to draw another food. I think I'm going to get rid of this chestnut colored. Is chestnut considered a color? It is considered a color. Ah, well. And we're just going to go ahead and get another nectar. That way we can get that nectar engine going. So this doesn't have a brown power. This one, all players will gain 1 wheat from the supply. Great. Okay, so now this one, when the Automa would gain any food, we give her 1 horde token. Doesn't matter what food it is. Let's put something in there that people can see, Nick. Boom. Nailed it. Oh, nailed it. Okay, cool. So, okay, cool. So if it's just food, she just gets 1 food token. So now she has 1 food token. And at the end of the game, for every 4 food token in there, she's going to gain 1 egg, which is just going to be 1 point, essentially. Okay, and then boom, lay 1 egg on any burb. Does it really matter? Not really, so you get your own burb. Okay, Automa. Food again. Okay, so this time it's going to be berries, no fish, and mice. Okay. And then activate pink powers again. Oh, sir? Do I want to tuck one of these? Ooh, this Baltimore Oreo, which, man, Oreos are freaking pretty. Is going to be hard to put into play, but man, oh man, is it worth a lot of points. No, let's not do that one. Do I want to do this one? Let's do this one. We'll get rid. No, I don't want to do that one. Let's do this one. We'll get rid of this one. This one's also a high value card, but it's going to be hard to get both of our high value cards into play. Okay. So that was from activating our pink powers. Pink power. Okay, so now let's lay some eggs because we're just going to need to. So we're going to lay 2 eggs. I can get rid of a food or a card to lay another egg. Shoot, I might do that. I might get rid of one of these. I'm going to get one of these fish. I have nothing that requires fish. So let's just get rid of that and let's get another egg going. Boom. Doesn't really matter where. Because now, I guess it might matter. Let's put it up here because we do have an egg goal. It's just in next round. So actually, let's put them all here just in case it does matter because that's the only bird we have with that kind of nest. So let's go ahead and put them there. Okay, so this doesn't matter. Discard 1 wheat from our supply. If I do lay 2 eggs on this bird, I will. Thank you. That's a 5-egg turn. Get wrecked. And then this one is at the round end, so that one doesn't matter. Okay, what you got, Automa? Okay, you're going to gain cards, so all 3 of these cards are going away, and then you're going to, blam, gain that. Doosh, a musk duck. A noisy miner and a red-shouldered hawk. Yes, indeed. Yes, the hawk has red shoulders, yes. Yes, quite. Okay. So now it's back to me, and they haven't gotten any cubes, right? Okay, nope, didn't miss it. Good job, Nick. You're good at your job, I promise you. Okay, so now I can, Ribe, man. We're getting close to the end of the round. Yeah, let's go ahead and do this. I'm going to go ahead and put this Blue Jay into here. It's going to cost me 2... Oh, gosh. Tragedy has struck, sir. 2 eggs. And this one's when activated, I can gain 1 wheat from the bird feeder if available and cache it on this card, and cached food is just points at the end of the game. So that's great, but also now I'm really filling up my my forest frontiers. Anybody play Roller Coaster Tycoon 1 back in the day? Forest Frontiers, great level. Ooh, this one is gaining a burb, and they're going to put a cube out here. So they're going to gain birds that eat fish. There's still only 1, so they're just going to get this one. They have not been getting, I think we're doing pretty good because they have not been getting super high burbs. Super high value burbs in terms of the points they get, which is great for us. So that's awesome. Okay. So that was them. Okay, so now I want to, I want to get food. I would like to put this oil in, but I want to win this thing, this end of round goal, but I also want to put in birds. So I think I should get food. But I'm definitely gonna get food. What I'm trying to decide right now is whether or not I should spend said food. Yeah, okay, so we're gonna do this. Let's get another nectar. And I will gain this worm as well. And then we will just roll everything out because I can gain 1 more. And then I can turn in a card to gain another one. I'm not gonna do that. Wow, it's not really a bunch of stuff that I needed. So let's get another wheat. Okay. What you doing, Autumn? Okay, so they're going to gain another card. So bye, friends. Boom. Oh, I'm sorry. They're going to gain a card. Doesn't matter what one because those cards are just worth a flat rate shipping. And then they're actually going to get rid of this. Ooh, okay. So what are they going to have? What are they going to end up having? In personal supply. So they're going to, it's round 3. So they're going to have, nope, that's round, weird. Okay, so they're going to have 3. They're going to have a base of 3 for this. So if we can end with 3, that would be great. Because then we will tie with them. Okay, first of all, oh, you know what I shouldn't have done? Oh, let's not do this. Oh, no, I can't do that. So I'd gain a wheat from the bird feeder if available. There isn't one, which is a bummer. All players gain 1 from the supply, which is going to go here. That's actually great. And then they're going to get 1 for their horde. Blessed. And then lay an egg on any bird. That's great. We need eggs. Okay. Boom. Did we do their thing? I think we did. I think I forgot to do the rest of that. Yeah, forgot to do the rest of that turn. But we already did the automa, so now we're good. For our last one, I think we're going to play a burb. We're going to pay 2. And we're just going to pay all 3 of these nectar because it's going to go away anyway. So let's just get rid of it. We're going to play this Baltimore Oriole, which is one of the prettiest birds on the planet. And, oh, no, I threw all 3 of those back. We need those here, fam. We use this here. Boom. And then, so when we activate this one, all players will gain 1 berry from the supply, which will help out their horde, but will also help out us. Okay, so there's that. We used our eggs to do that. Now we've also maxed out this, but that's okay. We have no cards, though. Oh, that's actually not great, because we can't do this then. But, oh well. Okay, round 3. 2 eggs. Oh, we're going to tie again, I think, for this thing. Oh, man. 2 eggs. And then they're going to get 1 of these. Bam. Okay. Oof. Okay, so now we have the end of round bird, which we could tuck a card. We have no cards to tuck, so we're not going to be able to do our hooded crow, which is a boomer. And then we're going to discard and use nectar. We don't. And then we're going to score the end of round goal. So again, their base for this is going to be 3, and they have 1 more here, so it's going to be 4, and we have 4 leftover food in our personal supply, so we tied yet again. Let's go. We have been keeping up with them. which I guess is good. Okay. Alrighty. We're going to get rid of these. Well, that's a pretty bird. Ooh, Anna's hummingbird. Anna, that's a very pretty bird. Thank you for discovering it. Okay. And then we're going to figure out what they're going to gain and or lose. They're going to lose 1 from here, gain 1 here, and gain 1 here. Oof, okay. And then they are going to lose 1 here, gain 1 here, and gain 1 here. Okay, so I think it's pretty safe to say we are not going to win the wetlands. Okay, so let's get rid of the one that you get rid of after round 3, which is this one. Okay, fam, and then we're going to go into the last round here. Oof. Man, okay. Here's the thing. I feel like they normally will have collected a lot more burbs, and they have not. So that's probably good for us. I mean, we've gotten a decent amount of birds down. We've actually gotten a lot of birds down. And so that's probably good. I'm feeling okay. We have our bonus here, which is going to be, we have 1, 2, 3. So at least we're getting the base on that. I don't think we're going to get to the higher one. We would have to really get lucky with card draws in terms of what names they have. Yeah, we're doing okay. We're winning on Nectar here. We've tied them on all the goals, which is good. They have a lot of eggs, but it's not like an ungodly amount of eggs. So I don't know. We'll see how this goes. Okay, what to do now? I probably should get cards considering I have 0. So let's do that. Let's go here. We can get 2 cards. The red-headed woodpecker. Well, we already have. We can put this in now in terms of the food cost. That's good. Let's go ahead and get another one here randomly. Gain 1 face up. Oh, you know what? We shouldn't have done that. Let's go blind because I realized we can gain 1 face up that can live in the grasslands, which is this one. And then draw 2. That's what I love about solo games. You can just cheat whenever you want. It's great. It's absolutely great. Okay, so interesting. Yeah, but you're so easy to put into play. Interesting. Okay. Okay. That's that one. Okay. Okay. What should you do? Oop, we need to flipper that around. Boom. Ooh, 3 eggs. Ay. And then take a cube off. They don't have any of those, so we are good to go there. Okay, so now I do have some burbs I could put in. Interesting. Let's go ahead and put in this red-headed woodpecker. Now, it can go anywhere, so let's have it go here. That way I don't have to pay quite as many eggs. And this is going to cost 1 worm, 1 wheat, and then 1 something of our choosing. So we can use another wheat, which is great. Okay. That's good. Alrighty. Ooh, another 3 eggs. Oof, and stoof. And then now they're putting out a cube. So what's going to be their base for this? So it's birds in a certain kind of net. Or sorry. Birds with a certain kind of nest that have eggs. So their basis, where is it? Is going to be 3, it looks like. So we are not going to win this one. Because the max we could possibly have, well, I guess we could get to 3 as of right now. Because we have another one of those cavity nests here. And we have a star nest, which can be anything. Okay, now we might be able to beat that out, but that's going to be tough. We also have like 0 food, which is not ideal. We have like 0 food and like 0 eggs. This is not ideal. Oof, yeah, this is going to be tough. Okay, so let's actually start prioritizing here. What should we put in? We have 2 birds that actually give us 0 points, which is kind of a bummer. It's kind of a bummer. So 1, 2, 3, 4 birds with colors in their name, and I have 1 more with color in their name, but that is it, which is not great. Just not great. Let's get some food, because regardless of what we do, we can't do anything with this 1 wheat. So we'll go ahead and get some food. We can get 4. Let's get a worm. Do I need anything else? I mean, I guess we'll get this mouse, because we do have 1 card that needs a mouse, although I don't think we're going to play that card. And then I'm going to re-roll this. Okay. Okay, so, man, we didn't roll any wheat. That's a bummer. Because we rolled the wheat/worm, but that's not going to help us too much. Okay, so let's go with another worm and then a nectar. So another worm and then a nectar. Okay, so that's the 4, and then all players will gain a berry from the supply. Boom. Into the horde. And then gain 1 wheat from the bird feeder. We just don't have any. There's none in there. All players gain 1 wheat from the supply. Boom. Bam. And then it can lay an egg on 1 burb. We're going to go here, because that will actually help that one. Okay. So there's all of that food. So this one, they're going to gain a bird that can eat fish, just this one, and it's only worth 1 point. Man, I feel like we're getting so lucky with that. They have not been getting many points with that. Oof, yeah, I don't think the Automa is going to score a lot of points, fam, and I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that. I don't think they're going to have a grand day, but that's okay with me. That's okay with me. Oh, you know, okay, that's fine. So what we're going to do now is we're going to play a burb. Let's go here. We need to do 2 worms. We're going to do a nectar and a worm. We're going to have to get rid of 2. Oh, man. Yeah, this is a bummer. 2 eggs to do that. And this one is tuck a card from your hand behind this bird. If you do draw one, I mostly just want the points. / it does have a color in its name, which means we think we have 5, because we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and we can get to 6. That gives us an extra 3 points. The problem is your boy ain't got another one that gives us that. So unless I somehow get a bird card from something else, which I don't think I will, I don't think we're going to get. That's fine, though. All right, we're going to get rid of food. We're going to get rid of this mouse. Activate all pink. So I can tuck a bird behind this card. I might as well, because this one's worth 0. So at least now you're worth 1. Great. Okay, so now I have 2 more turns. Ya berms. Okay, so I can definitely put in another burb. I probably just should. I probably should do that and then just get 4 eggs for... Oh, I can't put another burb, though, because I need 2 eggs. Oh, man, this is such a bummer. If I had 1 more egg, I could put in another bird and then get 4 eggs, which would be actually really great for me, and I can't do that. Oof. Well, I mean, not to just do the egg strat, but should I just get a ton of eggs? I think I can. Yeah, I think it's going to be worth a lot more points for me just to get a ton of eggs right now. So let's do that. I generally don't like to do just kind of spam eggs at the end, but these last 2 turns, I could put in 1 card, 1 bird, and it would be worth 3 points. Or I could get an egg. Yeah, no, it's way more worth it to do this. I can get eggs here, so I'm gonna get 3 eggs. Boom, boom, boom. And what that also does is allows me to spread these out. So hopefully I can at least tie over here. 3 eggs. I can tuck a card from my hand behind this bird. If I draw a card. Ooh, let's do that, maybe. Here's the thing, fam. Maybe we can get one. Ooh, hold on. Oh, there's none that have colors in their name. Right? That one's not a color, is it? Oh, bummer. Okay, so I can just blind draw. Have a color. Let's go. Let's go. That's great. That's great. Boom, boom. Discard a wheat from my hand and lay 2 eggs on this bird. Blam, blam. Oh, that's great. We drew one with a color girl. Okay, so what's the Anima going to do for their second to last turn? 3 more eggs, and no. They're going to put another cube out, which is going to mean they're going to beat us, I think. Bam. Blam, blam. And they're going to put another Swan out here. Okay. Oh. Interesting. That's not going to be that useful, but that's interesting. Okay, so I am going to then do this, play a burb 2. I'm going to play this gray-headed mannequin, which is a game end bird that I don't think I'm going to be able to do. But the game end, you can play another bird, pay its normal food cost, but ignore one of the egg costs, which would be super sweet. And then if it had a 1 plate or game end power, you could use it. But I guess I could play this one, but it won't do anything. It won't do anything. It's literally worth 0 points. So this doesn't help at all. But that is an interesting, I mean, honestly, I could pay for it, but it doesn't do anything. But okay. Okay, and I need to pay a wheat for that burb. But that is going to be 2 more points, which is great. And it's another, yeah, that's an 8-point swing right there. I feel like we're doing okay, fam. I feel like we're doing okay. All right, last thing, they're going to take one of these away. Oh, I think we might win that one then. Or at least tie it. And then they're going to gain a burb. They don't have, none of the birds up here can eat fish, so they will just get one right here, which is actually almost better because I think the highest point bird they have here is a 3, which is like not great for them. Okay, fam. End of round. We're going to get rid of any nectar we have. We don't have any. We're going to score the end of round goals. So they are going to start off with a basis of 3. And they have 1 more, so they have 4. So this is birds with this kind of nest, which is a cavity nest, that also has an egg. And these stars count as anything. And we have 1, 2, 3, 4, just like them. Let's go. Tied all the way through. Wow, that's wild. Holy crap, that's crazy. Okay. Well, that's fun. Oh man, yeah, this taking this cube away killed them. Okay. So now, let's go ahead and do this last part here, which is going to, boom, give them 1 more nectar in water, which they were killing anyway, and then taking away 1 from here, 1 from here, and gaining 1 there. Ooh, I think we're going to win like 2 of those as well. Man, I think we're going to have a great game. I think we're going to have an okay game here. Okay, where is my score pad? Blam. I need a pen. There's a pen over here. Blam. Excuse me, sir. Okay, let me pull out the scoring just so I have this correct. So you have points for the end around goals. Oh, so they do get points. For some reason, I thought they didn't get points for that. Okay, so at least this entire thing was a wash, fam. I'm sorry that you had to watch that. For some reason, I thought they didn't get points for this. They do. Okay, good. That makes more sense. I was like, I'm going to crush them. That's good to know. And then points printed on their face-up birds. They're going to get 4 points for each of their face-down birds, and then 1 point for each egg collected. And then every 4 food in their hoard, they will gain essentially 1 more egg. Now they only have 4, so the bird's going to get 1 more egg. I didn't have a ton of stuff that gave them food, but okay. So Let's see. So Burbs. So they're face-up Burbs. They only have 4. I feel like we got crazy lucky. They have 4 and they have 3, 6, 8, and 9. Oh my gosh, I'm gonna destroy the Ottawa. Otto and Nico. So they have 9 points. I have 9 points on this one bird. That's a good sign. 9, 12, 13, 19, 20, 23, gosh, 27, 32, 35, 37, 41, 43. That's more points. I'm not going to lie. Bonus cards, they don't get bonus cards. I do get a bonus card. So this is birds with colors in their name. We have the red crossbill, that's 1. Blue jay is 2. The violet green swallow is 3. The gray-headed mannequin is 4. The ruddy duck is 5. And the red-headed woodpecker is 6. So we're going to get a full 6 points for that. The Ottawa does not score for this card. This card just dictates what cards they draw for this. End of round's goals is basically a big old wash. We're each gonna be, let me double check. What happens if there's a tie? If there's a tie, does it get like rounded down? I guess it doesn't matter. That's right. Okay, so we add these two together and then divide them by 2 and round them down, and we're both gonna get that. So let's just do it, because why not? So this is 5, so that's gonna be 2.5, rounded down is 2. This is 7, so that's gonna be 3. So 2, 3 is 5. This one is gonna be 9. Which would be 4, so that's 9 total. And then 11 is going to be 5, so 14. 14 for each of us. Eggs. I only have 3. This is where the Ottawa beat me up pretty darn good, but I don't think it's going to be enough. So we're going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Wow. Okay, that's good. Food on cards. I didn't cache any cards. They don't have anything for that. They don't have any tuck cards. They also don't have any, well, they might get nectar. Food on cards is none for me. Tucked cards, I do have some tucked cards. So let's see what we got. We got 1. Let's just see. From all of these, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. So 8 points from tucked cards. And then Nectar. So they won the wetlands by a lot. I won 5 and then 6. Ooh, I won both of these. Okay, so they will get 2, 4, and 9 points for that total, and I'm going to get 5, 10, and 12. Okay, fam. Let me do some math, but I think I won pretty handedly here. 43, 52 for the Ottawa. 49, 59. Oh gosh. I got 86, so it's 86 to 52. I will tell you, just the way the Ottawa cards came up, they did not end up drawing that many cards, and then all the cards, oh, I'm sorry, I didn't do these ones. No, they have, I forgot about these. Sorry, for each of their face-down cards, they get 4 points flat. So 1, 2, they have an extra 20 points. Okay, so no, it wasn't nearly as much of a blowout. They have an extra 20 points. They have 72. 72 to my 86. I still won pretty comfortably, but it wasn't quite as much of a blowout. Yeah, they really just didn't, and I mean, they only got 4 birds, which I feel like is so few, and then all the birds they got were just like super low value birds, which is great. You love to see it. That's so great. And they also didn't get a ton of face down birds. And just kind of ended up working out that way. But hey, what are you going to do? You'll love to see it. I'm dominant. I am the alpha in this situation. So dumb. But alrighty, that is Wingspan Ottawa. So I guess a quick review. I really like this game solo. I think it's really fun. I think it works really well. I think the Ottawa, just the way this works with just like, you just flip over a card and whatever this is pointing at, that's what you do. I think it's a super, super simple and super clever way to do that. And then, yeah, and then just it's pretty easy. Like, it's pretty straightforward. I'm not, again, if you ever hear us talk about solo games, I'm not a humongous fan of really labor-intensive automas, I guess is the best way of putting it, where it's like, where you have to end up, you're essentially playing 2 games, because running the automa is like a ton of work. Like, I really don't like complicated automas. This one's simple. It's like everything you do is like pretty darn easy. Adding in the European expansion is basically like nothing, really. There's not really much difference. Adding in the Oceanic expansion is different, but isn't like complicated. And so, yeah, it's really, really easy to implement, and I like it. I like it a lot. I like Wingspan in general. I think it's outstanding. And, yeah, it just kind of solo works really, really well. I haven't played it solo in a long time, and I was just like, oh, yeah, let's play some Wingspan, and I like it. I like it a lot. So, yes, that's Wingspan solo. All right, let's go. Crushed. So that was Wingspan. Wingspan's great. This one was really fun. I really, really enjoyed this solo game. I think it's great. I think the solo works easily, quickly. I think I got very, very lucky in this one where the automa didn't get the best cards, but nonetheless, it was still relatively close. I think I only won by like 14, which in this game, 14 points is 2 bird difference. You get 2 7-point birds, boom. Automa's right back there with me. So nonetheless, that is a solo playthrough and a teach of Wingspan with the Oceania and European expansions. Really, really, really fun. If you like Wingspan, make sure to check out the digital version. I think they just added the European expansion to the digital version. So it's kind of like playing solo, except you were playing against robots instead, and they're very, very smart. But nonetheless, I really like Wingspan a lot. I really like the solo version. I think it's really, really good. And that's going to be it. Let me know down in the comments below what games you would like to see us solo in this kind of solo Game House series. Mike is still going to be around. There's going to be other videos coming out with Mike, because we recorded a whole bunch before he went on paternity leave. But nonetheless, we're going to start peppering in these solo ones here and there because we just really want to, and it's kind of a niche that we want to get into. So down in the comments, please let me know what other games you'd like to see me or Mike solo. And until next time, I'm Nick. That's not Mike, because no one else is here. We're the Bros Murph, and we'll see you later. Bye, everybody.
Thank you so much for watching this, I guess, inaugural solo Game House episode. We want to bring these back for a while, and we're super, super excited to. One thing we want to bring back, I don't actually have a segue, but nonetheless, check out our channel sponsors, Restoration Games, Lucky Duck Games, and Board Game Geek. They sponsor the Bros Murph just generally, and we really, really appreciate them. They're all 3 just absolutely wonderful companies. And this month, specifically the month of June, is sponsored by Nike Nick 44 over on Twitch. We love Nike Nick. Nike Nick's been a big member of our Twitch community for a long, long time now. Absolute legend, and we just really, really appreciate them supporting us. They also, I hear, are a German Shepherd trainer and have won numerous dog shows with their German Shepherds, which is also very impressive. Proud of you for your dog showing abilities. I don't understand dog shows. Whenever I watch a dog show, they're always like, oh, this dog clearly did the best. And I'm like, I don't understand what they did differently than all the other dogs, but apparently they did something different. I don't know. But Nike Nick, thank you so much for sponsoring, and thank you so much for being a cool dog person. But yeah, that's it. Make sure to check out the other game houses over there on the right side of your screen. We'll be doing more solo game houses soon here. Next one is probably going to be Fields of Arl, which is a really good game. But nonetheless, we will see you all later. Thank you so much for being here. Bye.